Coming to you from the heart of Auckland in Mangere.
We've got an action-packed night here for you guys. So let's kick off, eh? The following contest is scheduled for 1-4. Let's do that again, eh? The following contest is scheduled for 1-4. With a 30-minute time limit, and our referee in charge is Dan Wood.
Referee Dan ready to call the action in the first matchup of this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes Kurt Brown. He joined the New Zealand Dojo's pro wrestling training program in 2024 on Hanare's recommendation. High energy as Kurt Brown competed in Lions Den shows since the middle of 2024. He wrestled in the New Japan Pro Wrestling Oceania Cup Dark match. And here comes his opponent for this evening, making it New Japan Pro Wrestling Tamashii debut. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first Tamashii show. Ahhing, fired up in his debut matches, trained at the New Zealand Dojo back in 2023. First matchup of this evening, Kurt Brown taking on Ahhing. Kurt Brown originally scheduled to take on Sonny Tupo, who he faced back in January at the last Tamashii event here. Quick pin attempt here. Kurt leaning into the nervousness that must be going through Ahhing's mind right now. Kurt Brown, the more experienced competitor in this matchup. Looking for anything he can get. Oh, quick pin by the youngster. Cam looking to surprise Kurt early in the matchup. Referee Dan in perfect position for both pinfalls so far. The hometown hero Cam trying to get this crowd here in Mangere behind him. I think they firmly are first tie-up. Side headlock applied by Cam. Kurt showing off. Slightly stronger than the youngster. Oh, Kurt showing the aggression early. And the crowd here in Mangere do not like it. Huge forearm shot. Kurt observing his work, liking what he sees. Oh. Couple of chops back and forth. Cam showing his gumption. He will not back down. Beautiful standing drop kick from Kurt. Pin attempt. Count of 2 by referee Dan. Kurt calling for the camera nice and tight. Originally scheduled, like I said earlier, to have a rematch against Sonny Tupo. We understand Sonny unfortunately came down with an injury, so the young Ahhing has been called in as a replacement. Roll up! Almost surprising Kurt there. Oh, rolls him down. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Huge forearm shot from Cam. The youngster's got to try and build some momentum against a stronger opponent than Kurt. Cam off the ropes, ducks the shot. Oh, bounced off. Kurt straight for the cover. Kurt showing frustration early on. He'd love to pick the bones of the young up-and-comer. Oh, here we go, the Boston Crab. Kurt has won matches with this move. All the pressure being put onto the young man's back. Cam trying to will himself to those ropes. Mangere firmly behind him. He makes the break. Step through. Kurt looking for a sharpshooter. Instant tap out. Things over quickly for the first match here in Mangere. Impressive win. Kurt Brown dominant. The man from Whangarei. Making absolutely quick work by Kurt Brown. Cam Ahhing put away quickly. You saw it first, the Boston Crab was locked in. Cam had the wherewithal to break that first hold. But then the follow-up sharpshooter, too much for the youngster. Kurt Brown absolutely dominant in this performance.
How was that for an opening match?
Blink if you miss it.
The following contest is a junior heavyweight tag team match. Scheduled for one fall. With a 30-minute time limit, and our referee in charge, Dan Wood.
Moving on to this next tag team matchup, this is one I am particularly interested in. Two teams who have been going back and forth on social media over the last few weeks. And we begin with the Wild Hunt. Connor King and Jordan McKellen. One of the most dominant teams New Zealand has produced to date.
Introducing first, the team of Connor King and Jordan McKellen. They are your Outlaw Tag Team Champions.
And the Wild Hunt showcasing their gold. Evidence of their dominance here in the New Zealand Tag Team division. These are two individuals, they are very hard of hitting. They are very aggressive. They gel extremely well as a tag team and they consider themselves to be the best tag team in New Zealand. And here come their opponents, Jungle Fury, the tag team of Bruno Astro and Johnny Gunn. Firm fan favourites here in the Tamashii scene. Mangere know who they are supporting in this matchup. You have one team ready for war, one team ready for a hunt. These two teams absolutely spitting venom at each other over the last few weeks on social media. I cannot wait for this matchup. Bruno's just made the return from South America to rejoin Johnny Gunn specifically for this matchup in mind. The last team these two teams clashed, Jungle Fury, came away victorious. Wild Hunt undefeated in New Zealand. That last matchup took place over in Australia. The calls of Let's Go Jungle reverberating around the Mangere Arts Centre here tonight. Here we go. A lot of tension in this ring. Johnny Gunn laying down the challenge to Connor King. There's going to be no love lost in this matchup. Expect a lot of hard hits. Expect a lot of aggression. These two teams do not like each other at all. They are both vying for that title to be the best tag team in New Zealand. Both teams have a solid claim to that as well. Wild Hunt a little bit more experienced as a tag team. But as you can see here, Jungle Fury taking the early domination. Springboard by Bruno, working on the shoulder of Connor King. There we go. Connor with the reversal. And there it is, the aggression. Aggressive side headlock control here by Connor King. Off the ropes. Connor showcasing his power. There we go. Wild Fury. Wild Hunt, I should say. All about it. Connor off the ropes. Leapfrog. Beautiful move there by Bruno. Taking Connor off his feet. Big double hand chop to the chest. Jungle Fury clearly feeding off the energy here in Mangere tonight. They are the firm favourites without a doubt. Back to working on that arm. Bruno sends Connor. No, Connor reverses. This is where that tag team mindset comes into play. Jordan on the outside. I know Jordan extremely well. When he began his wrestling journey here in New Zealand, I managed him for quite some time. I know exactly what this young man is capable of. And ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see it right now. This guy is all aggression. He does not care. He will hit you hard. Cutting off Bruno. Bruno trying to stage the comeback, and Jordan just cuts him off. Big forearm, knees to the stomach, wearing him down. Quick tags here by Wild Hunt. They've chosen their prey of choice, I guess, for the Wild Hunt. Bruno, miscommunication. Johnny, in off the tag. Connor, the legal man for Wild Hunt. Beautiful double team synergy there, being shown by Jungle Fury. These guys captured the eyes of Jado when he was here, spectating the New Zealand dojo. Beautiful double team, double shotgun drop kicks to Jordan. Wild Hunt sent to the outside, and you've got Jungle Fury standing tall right now with the crowd firmly behind them. What are we about to see? Wild Hunt with the awareness to get out of the way. Referee Dan counting, trying to get the legal men back inside. Connor, the legal man. Jordan trying to sneak in for the cheap shot. And Jordan taking full advantage, and now the beat down of Johnny Gunn commences. Referee Dan almost getting in the way there. You see it on display, the smash mouth style that Wild Hunt have showcased on their tours around Australia, around New Zealand, around Japan. They are the more travelled team. Johnny fighting back here. Big backhand chops to the chest of Connor King. Oh! Referee Dan needs to get control of this tag team matchup. Very impressed so far with Jungle Fury mounting their comebacks. Their tag team chemistry has been absolutely obvious from the get-go. Huge forearm shot though from Connor. Taking control back. This is where the experience comes to play from Connor and Jordan. Jordan tagged in. He's a foundation student of the New Zealand Dojo's first ever intake back in 2017. When Yuto Nakashima arrived at the New Zealand Dojo back in 2019, Jordan actually helped Yuto adjust to his surroundings, conversing with him in Japanese. Wild Hunt trained at Big Japan Pro Wrestling in 2024. They have showcased that chemistry all over the world. You see it here at work. Jordan applying that rear face lock, wearing down Bruno. Bruno showcasing he has no give. Something he is famous for. Roll through. Jordan missed the shot. Huge kick. Huge Pele kick. Bruno's got to make it to Johnny in the corner. He's in the wrong corner to make the tag. Magre trying to will him into Johnny. And here's where Connor. There we go. This is what has made them so successful. This is what makes Wild Hunt arguably the most dangerous tag team in New Zealand today. The wherewithal to cut Johnny off. They now have Bruno isolated in the corner. This is where Wild Hunt are so good. Tag back into Connor. Johnny has gone missing here. Bruno is isolated and Wild Hunt know it. They have their prey locked in. They know exactly what they need to do. And see, this is something Jordan did back when I was managing him. He's brilliant at this. Brilliant knowing his places to pick apart at his opponents. Connor is arrogant. He is powerful, but he knows it. He knows where to bend the rules. He knows when to pick his time. Bruno, couple of shots to the midsection, trying to will his way back into this. Wild Hunt firmly in control. In comes Jordan again. Jordan's dream is to be the first New Zealand-born IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He has the tools to maybe achieve that dream. Bruno trying to stage a comeback. Drop kick to Jordan. Bruno's got to find his way to Johnny. Johnny has to get in. Miss with the enziguri. Jordan's got the ankle hooked. Bruno's inches away. He just needs to reach. Beautiful back kick. Bruno's got to take advantage of this. He's got to tag Johnny in for some fresh meat in that ring. Here we go. Johnny's tagged in. What can they do with this? You feel the momentum starting to shift. Johnny with the shot to Connor off the ropes. Johnny shoots Jordan. Jordan reverses. Jordan misses the shot. Beautiful tackle. You feel the energy starting to shift here. Johnny's pulled the pin. He's got the grenade ready. Huge splash in the corner. Fisherman's Buster. Jordan kicks out at 2. Johnny's looking for it. He's calling in the helicopter. He's looking for the finishing touch on this. This is get to the chopper. A finishing move Johnny has used to great success here on the New Zealand scene. Here we go. Get to the chopper. No, Jordan cuts it off. Wild Hunt clearly have Johnny scouted here. They're looking for their double team move. They use this in Australia. Johnny with the reversal. Drop toe hold. Both members of Wild Hunt are hung up on that second rope. Here comes Bruno. He's got to be feeling the beatdown from earlier. What's he got in the tank? Double 619. Jungle Fury have taken control, and the crowd here in Mangere love it to bits. Connor with the big boot, cutting off whatever Wild Jungle Fury had planned there. Jordan with the sit-down driver. 10-minute call remaining. Jordan is on the hunt. Bruno isolated again. Wild Hunt's game plan has been evident from the start. They have Bruno up. What are we going to see there? Jordan's strength. Impressive. Into the cover. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Hunt victorious.
Here's your winner, and your Auckland Tag Team Champions, the Wild Hunt
remaining undefeated here at New Zealand as a tag team. They had a firm game plan from the start. They isolated. They dove on their opponents. Absolutely picked apart. Bruno and Johnny were game. They were absolutely fantastic in this matchup, but in the end, the experience of Wild Hunt just too much, and they claim their prey once more here tonight in Tamashii and Mangere.
The following contest is a junior heavyweight tag team match.
Another
not four, with a 30-minute time limit, and our referee in charge is Lloyd Morgan.
Referee Lloyd Morgan on call for this matchup. This is going to be an interesting clash of styles, to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, the first Irish wrestler to train at the New Zealand dojo. He has a background in MMA, specifically kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a unique blend of combat sports with Japanese strong style. Cian Devlin. He has an in-your-face, aggressive attitude. And his tag team partner tonight, Jake Sheehan, one of the most dominant New Zealand wrestlers in recent memory. Jake is conniving. He has a mind for this business like no other. This is going to be a fantastic team if these two men can be on the same page. Their opponents, both champions of the current New Zealand scene.
In the ring, the team of Dorian, Kupa, and the unified light heavyweight champion, Kawa, Kupa.
Kawa, Kupa and Dorian Webber. Both men who are no strangers to the New Zealand scene. Kawa Kupa, the current unified light heavyweight champion. Dorian Webber, also a current champion of the New Zealand scene in his own right as well. This is going to be an interesting matchup. You're going to have the aggressive style of Jake and Devin against the more high-flying styles of Webber and Kupa. Referee Lloyd calling for the bell. We have Devin and Dorian Webber starting off this matchup. Dorian Webber debuted in Tamashii at the New Year's Showdown back in January in a tag match. He was victorious in that matchup. Oh, and this is what I said. An aggressive, in-your-face style start from Devin and Jake. I feel they're going to be an extremely effective tag team if they can both stay on the same page. Devin tagged with Horus at the last Tamashii show here in Mangere, a man that Jake knows all too well. Beautiful scoop slam. Devin declaring that this match is a waste of his time. This is going to be an absolute beatdown. Here comes Jake, who takes control. He's been one of the most dominant New Zealand competitors in recent years. He had a notable reign as one of the longest, as the longest New Zealand heavyweight champion of all time. Beautiful snap suplex. He's showcasing why. And here we go, Devin showcasing that kickboxing background. He likes his aggressive strikes. He's also not afraid to throw in a submission or two. Very proficient in grappling. The Irishman loves to blend that smash mouth European style with Japanese strong style. Dorian likes his technical style, isn't afraid to fly when he needs to as well. Kawa calling for the early tag. Might be a good idea. Webb is being worn down here by the two more experienced competitors. Devin is just drinking this in. Jacob applauding his tag team partner at ringside. Webber desperately needs to tag out here. Needs to get into Kawa Kupa, get a fresh set of lungs in there. Huge forearm shot. Here we go, Devin. Dorian slips out the back. Roll up! Dorian could have shocked the world there, going for the tag. He's inches away. He needs to tag in Kawa. We saw what happened in our last tag team match. What happens when one tag team member gets isolated. Bruno Astro isolated in the last tag team matchup, and what happened? Wild Hunt came away with the victory. Are we going to see the same thing here? Jake tagged in. Dorian absolutely being manhandled here. Needs to get the tag into the fresh man. Jake is a smart individual, keeping Dorian in his half of the ring. Beautiful suplex. Jake may be a little annoyed there that he didn't quite get the 3 count. Could be underestimating Webber here. Beautiful neck crank. Jake with the step through, really allowing him to put a bit more pressure on that neck of Webber. Really just wearing him down. Webber trying to get back into this. The crowd trying to will Dorian back in. Dorian on his knees now. 1 foot firmly planted. What can Dorian do? Oh, and Jake just cuts him off. Jake is such a dangerous competitor, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen Jake Sheehan before, he's been in control of the majority of New Zealand scene for a number of years now. He knows what he's doing in a tag team matchup. Also very dangerous as a singles competitor. And here you see Devin just wearing him down. Webber's chest starting to get a bit pink there with the force of those shots. Webber again trying to fight back. Devin maybe underestimating. No, cut off again. Kawa has had no time in this matchup. Time is running out. Devin and Jake, they've executed their game plan perfectly here. They've just cut off Webber. Kupa is a non-factor in this matchup. Constant tags, keeping both men fresh here by Jake and Devin. Jake going for another suplex. Oh, final cut. Dorian Webber showing why he's been a champion at the New Zealand local level. Jake a little surprised. That final cut was beautiful. Webber rolls through. Jake knows he has to keep Dorian from tagging out. The whole game plan has clearly been to keep Kawa out of this matchup. Jake has the tights. Webber's inches away. Boom! Stunner! Stunner! Dorian needs the tag, and he does! Here comes Kawa! Mangere absolutely love it! He's feeding off it! Up goes Devin, and down he goes! Oh, he's got to watch out, he's forgotten about Jake. Jake calling for the pile driver. He's put many men away with this move. Beautiful back body drop onto Devin. The two legal men are in the ring right now. Kawa is feeling it. What can he do with this momentum change? Beautiful step up. Kawa feeling that momentum change. He's calling for it. He has Devin in his sights. Jake with the pump knee. Cutting off all momentum. Dorian Webber back in. How is Webber still standing? Jake sends Webber out of the ring. Referee Lloyd's got to get control of this matchup. Huge uppercut into the corner. Kawa's got to be aware. Devin fighting his way back into the matchup, cutting off Kawa's momentum. Snapmare from Devin. Off the ropes. There's that kickboxing background. Kick straight to the jaw. Devin's got him up. There it is. There we go. Devin gets the win for his team with that Celtic cross. There was a glimmer of hope there. Kawa. There was a glimmer of hope when Kawa Kupa finally made his way into the ring. But I think at that point the damage was done. Dorian Webber worn down too much. Jake and Devin victorious, absolutely dominant in this tag team matchup. The man from Ireland getting the job here done here tonight in Mangere, and we move on to the next exciting match on this absolutely stacked card.
These guys are going to love this match. The following contest is a heavyweight tag team match. Scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and our referee in charge, Lloyd Morgan.
Heavyweight tag team matchup on the way. And that is an understatement. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Road General is in the building alongside Maximillion.
The team of Maxmillion. And Mommy's very own, the Road General, Fale.
The Road General teaming with Maximillion here among it, eh? Bad Luck Fale is the last of the OG Bullet Club, a three-time never open heavyweight, and three-time never openweight six-man tag team champion, a former IWGP Intercontinental champion, and a former IWGP tag team champion. And he tags himself against Maximillion with Maximillion tonight.
And your opponents, in the red corner, the team of Horus and Tohi, Vinny, Dunn.
Vinny, Dunn and Horus, the tag team, taking on the huge challenge here. Vinny Dunn, one of the most respected veterans of the New Zealand scene. Horus, one of the hardest workers you will ever see produced here in New Zealand. Vinny Dunn and Horus, no strangers to each other, have shared a lot of time in that ring together. But tonight, their opponents, two of the best. Of course, Bad Luck Fale, the first foreigner to graduate from the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. He is the principal force behind New Japan Pro Wrestling Tamashii. And Maximillion starting this way off in the just like only he can. Aggressive, he is brash, he is arrogant. He's full of power and charisma. He is guilty of greatness, as he likes to put it. This is Maximillion's second time teaming up with Fale. Horus, showcasing why he's one of the favourites of New Zealand scene. Horus shoots Max off the ropes. Oh, Horus showing his intentions early. Horus, an absolute stalwart of the New Zealand scene. The Three Dukes, this is the move he is famous for. 3 consecutive suplexes with a twist. There's the first. Paying homage to the late great Eddie Guerrero. The second twist. Will we see the third one? Oh, we're going to see a little twist of... Here we go, Vinny Dunn tagged in. Big double suplex for the third onto Maximillion. Vinny Dunn into the cover. Lloyd in perfect position. 2 count only. Vinny is one of New Zealand's most prolific wrestlers. Multiple time New Zealand champion. Huge dropkick to Maximillion. And this could be the game plan for Vinny and for Horus to isolate Maximillion, the less experienced of the two opponents. I reckon this is what Maximillion's all about. Oh my goodness, the power on display as well. Covered by Maximillion. 2 count only. Fale on the outside. Laying it in to Horus in ringside. Vinny Dunn has been cut off from his tag team partner. Maximillion's chest looking a little pink after those shots from Horus, but here comes the Road General, the OG! Oh my goodness, what a shot to the midsection by Fale. Back rake by Fale. He knows how to get the job done in that ring. He's a 15-year veteran at this stage of his career. April 4th will be Fale's 15th anniversary as a pro wrestler and as a member of the New Japan Pro Wrestling roster. Oh, here we go. Fale's feeling it. It's Surf's Up time for Vinny Dunn. This is what's called the Tongan massage. Huge shot to Horus from the outside. Vinny Dunn is full of regrets right now. Boot to the section by Vinny Dunn. I don't think it's going to help him. Fale in firm control. Tagging in Maximillion. Maximillion with Vinny Dunn off his feet. Beautiful scoop slam. Only a 2 count for Maximillion. He joined the dojo's pro wrestling training program in 2024 at the recommendation of none other than Hanare. And then we've seen a bit of a lesson here. Fale showing Maximillion how it's done. Quick tags by the more experienced Fale. Oh, Vinny Dunn showcasing. Beautiful spear. Maximillion's taken off his feet. Vinny Dunn needs to get to the corner to get Horus in. Horus willing his tag team partner into this matchup. Horus is one of the hottest acts on New Zealand wrestling at this point. He's got remarkable courage and no quit attitude. His body is covered in scars from the punishment he has put himself through for New Zealand wrestling to build it up. Horus taking control. Kick to the back of the head. 5-minute call. Horus trying to feed off the crowd's energy. He might be able to do so. Horus calls himself the Duke of New Zealand Wrestling. Fireman's carry. What are we going to see here? F5 from Horus to Maximillion. Maximillion manages to get the shoulder up, showcasing his resilience to this. Horus is calling for the end. What are we going to see? He's got less than 5 minutes on the clock to put Maximillion away. His double arm DDT. He has put men away with their move before. Fale breaking up the pin. That could have been a 3 count. We will never know. Vinny Dunn. What are we going to see here? And Vinny Dunn misses. Fale just walks away. He had Dunn scouted from the get-go. Horus distracted by Fale at ringside, looking for another double underhook DDT. Maximillion reverses. Beautiful suplex. Max crawls to the cover. Just manages to get the shoulder up with Horus. Here we go. Scissors kick missed. Blue Thunder Bomb from Horus. 1, 2. Maximillion gets the shoulder up. How is he doing this? Resilience on display here from Maximillion. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, he is guilty of greatness. Horus is pulling down the knee pad. He's going to look for something big here. Horus misses with the knee. Fale in. Oh my goodness. Horus absolutely squished. Scissors kick. Cover. 1, 2. Academic at this stage. Maximillion and Fale walk away with the win.
Here's your winners. The team of Maximillion and the World General, Fale.
The strength and experience of the OG, the brashness and resilience of Maximillion, too much for Dunn and Horus to overcome here tonight in Mangere. They were game. They were up for a fight. It just wasn't enough. Blowing a kiss To all the fans here in the Mangere Arts Centre is Maximillion.
How's everyone feeling today? Are you guys still awake? Are you guys still awake? Yeah, of course. I mean, what's happening? Alright, this is our last match before intermission. Sweet? Yeah, you guys still with me? Alright. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. And our referee in charge, Devin Wood.
Dan Wood going to have his hands full with this match up. This matchup featuring two men I know extremely well, starting with Kingston Eclipse. This is a man who's competed all across New Zealand, Australia and Japan. He has clashed with the likes of Chavo Guerrero. He has caught the eye of men like Shelton Benjamin. Kingston Eclipse, the king of Otara strong style as he likes to call it, a man I have known for over 10 years. When I began in this industry, my first training match was with Kingston Eclipse in a tag team match. The following week I was less lucky being put against Kingston, and I've never been hit so hard in my life. This man is in your face. He will knock your teeth down your throat and smile about it. This man does not care. He lives to fight. An interesting clash of styles here tonight. His opponent is someone who he helped train. This is Zack Hale, ladies and gentlemen. He is high flying. He is all about speed, high drama, octane offense. Zack Hale, a fan favourite across New Zealand. Fast offense, and he has got the cardio to boot. When he first started in New Zealand wrestling, Kingston Eclipse was the man at the head of the training. So we're seeing very much a full circle moment here in the ring tonight here at Tamashii. Kingston extremely dismissive of Dan Wood. I am not surprised. Kingston, very outspoken, very loud. He has very strong opinions if you've seen him on social media. He's a content creator under the name of Kiss the Floor. He is blunt. He is in your face. And he will put a walloping on you like no other. You can see the power on display. Kingston sending Zack corner to corner. Zack having the wherewithal to roll out of the ring. Kingston going straight on the hunt. Kingston biting the forehead of Zack. This is what Kingston's all about. He's got no problem with bending the rules. A rake at the back. This is what has won Kingston championships all across Oceania. Huge forearm. Kingston will pick Zack apart. He will look to taunt him if he feels confident enough. Oh my goodness. Zack firing back with one of his own. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have a standoff and Kingston's got the eyes. Raking the face. Zack's first chance to mount a comeback and it was cut off abruptly. Kingston knows exactly what Zack is capable of. Kingston has no filter. He does not care about his opponent. He is out to hurt people. Zack firing some shots back of his own. Looking to Irish whip off the ropes. Big forearm shot. Kingston sent to the corner. Zack's got a bit of time to recover now. I've known Zack for a number of years now. I've watched him grow on the New Zealand scene. Beautiful neck breaker. First cover from Zack. 1. Strong kick out from Kingston. Kingston worked all across Japan as a member of Pro Wrestling Noah. From there he learned exactly how he could mix Japanese strong style with his own Otara strong style, as he calls it. Zack looking for a suplex. I don't know if he's going to be able to outpower Eclipse here. Kingston caught the pump knee. Huge headbutt. Zack absolutely stunned. Kingston with the suplex. Straight back down. Kingston, you'll notice, not going for the pin. He'll soak it in. He'll let Zack simmer. 2 count. Does not bother Kingston. He is happy for this match to go on as long as he can cause Zack a bit more pain, a bit more distress, and those chops will do the job right there, driving the wind out of Zack Hale. Like I said, Kingston has no filter. Sometimes to his detriment, sometimes to great effect. Great knee. Zack just managing to get the shoulder up. Kingston now looking at referee Dan Wood. Questioning if maybe there could have been a 3 count. Zack clearly in a bit of distress. He's got to cut Kingston off. Kingston with his back to referee Dan Wood. Referee still able to see the biting. Kingston spitting into the crowd. This is what Kingston Eclipse is known for. Huge shot to the gut. Another one. Huge shot to the jawline now of Zack. Kingston trying to drive the wind out of Zack, taking that cardio factor out of it. He knows Zack likes to fly. He knows Zack likes to run and do things at speed. This is Zack's chance. A couple of European uppercuts. Zack talking back to Kingston Eclipse. Not the smartest idea. Kingston pushing Zack back. Off the ropes. Big high elbow from Kingston, cutting Zack's momentum off. This is maybe where the experience of Kingston will come into play. Slow cover from Kingston. You see Kingston with these 2 counts not getting too frustrated. He's playing it cool, calm and collected. He knows he has control. He knows he's wearing Zack down. Zack, oh my goodness, pushing Kingston back in the face. This is something I've seen Kingston do for over a decade now. He's got no problems cutting corners. He's got no problems. He knows every inch of that ring and how to use it most effectively. Zack with some shots to this midsection. It's not going to work here. Zack made his Tamashii debut at New Year's Showdown in January in tag team action. He did also wrestle against Zack on a recent Lion Den show here in Auckland. Zack with a shot of his own. Big high kick. Kingston stunned maybe rather than just hurt. Big forearm shot. This is where Zack is starting to build the momentum. This is where he gets so many victories in his career. He'll stun his opponent. He will build on that momentum. This is what he does. Corner to corner. Lining it up once again. Corner to corner. Zack is feeling the momentum now. Feeding off this crowd's energy here in Mangere. Zack is lining Kingston up. Big double knees to the face. That could do it. That could put a normal man down. Zack knows Kingston too well. He's lining something else up. He's got a boxing stance. Open hand slap. Zack showing he can hang with a man of Kingston's equivalent. Big back elbow. Kingston has cut Zack off here. Can he capitalize? These two men exchanging shots back to back. Big forearms. Who's going to give in ground first? Kingston kicking the arm of Zack. Uranagi! Into the cover. 1, 2. Zack getting the shoulder up. You can see Kingston's just starting to slip there a little bit. The cool headedness we saw earlier just fading away now. Zack needs to be careful. If Kingston gets angry, he gets even more dangerous. Ripcord. Zack lining for the big shot. Kingston off the ropes. Oh my goodness, taking Hale's head off. It's not enough. Kingston's got something else. He's got him up. Burning hammer. Variation. Kingston into the cover. And that's all she wrote. Kingston Eclipse, victorious in the second appearance of Tamashii. He makes good of his first. Kingston hasn't had enough by the looks. He's trying to provoke fans. He's trying to invite someone else into ringside for a fight. The veteran instinct too much. Kingston should know better than to bait the elders at ringside. The legends of this business that paved the way. The people of Mangere who have come out to watch, they are more than willing to fight.
The following contest is a heavyweight tag team match. She's on 1 fall with a 30-minute time limit. And our referee in charge.
Wait a minute.
Oh boy.
Wait a minute. Alright. I'm scheduled to be here, of course I am. This is my match. But I got a gripe here between management with NJPW Tamashii here. You forgot my entrance music. You lost the file. What is wrong with you? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Pat Schisk. And my partner, he got here, like, he's getting changed. He's almost ready. He's running on island time. But don't hold that against him. I think he's ready now. So, I'd like to introduce my tag team partner, one and a half of the second, boys.
Oh boy.
Jaime, Tagataese.
Pat Schisk out here. Introducing his tag team partner of choice. Ladies and gentlemen of Tamashii, this is Jaime Tagataese. The big man is here in Mangere, alongside Pat Schisk. Huge heavyweight tag team matchup set for us right now. These two men in the ring, famous for being two of the longest reigning and dominant New Zealand champions of their respective promotions. These two men know each other so well. They've fought each other. They've been on other sides of the ring from each other. Now tonight they fight again on the same side. And tonight they take on an interesting matchup, to say the least. Sean, Tohi, and Toa here to take on two absolute powerhouses here in Mangere tonight.
In the blue corner, the people, Kawa and Sean.
Sean Tohi, the nephew of the great King Haku, started training at the New Zealand dojo under bad luck Fale back in 2022. Made his Tamashii debut back in January against Kingston Eclipse in a singles match where he upset the entire Tamashii scene, beating Kingston Eclipse with a quick roll-up. Tonight in tag team action, his tag team partner Toa, who hails from Australia, has held tag team gold in Australia, is no stranger to tag team matches himself. Pat Schisk, not afraid to jaw jack. Here running his mouth to his less experienced opponent. Big call here from Pat Schisk. Threatening to flatten them like fried bread. There's no respect here from Pat. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Huge tie-up to start this matchup. Quick roll-up. Referee Dan in great position. Pat getting the shoulder up. Another roll-up. Schoolboy. Another kick out by Pat. Both men off the ropes. Huge hip toss. Arm drag. Pat taking off his feet early. It would not be expected by the bigger man. Sean made his pro debut at Lions Den in November of 2023. He's a regular competitor in both New Zealand and Australia Tamashii shows, wrestling in a mixture of tag team and singles matches. His last Tamashii match, was against Kingston Eclipse here back in January. With one move, Pat takes control of the matchup. A statement to his power, huge backhand chop. Now Pat going to work, wearing down his smaller opponent. Jaime looking on. Referee Dan checking if this match is over already. See, Pat Schisk trained at the Fale Dojo back in 2019 before advancing to advanced training at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo in Tokyo. Pat push off, meet in the middle. And here we go. Pat talking absolute trash to Sean. Beautiful arm drag by Sean, taking Pat off his feet. Pat showing signs of frustration. He was not expecting to have the fight taken to him this early in the matchup by the youngster Shean. Pat wrestled on the undercard of Liger Down Under back in December of 2019, honouring the retiring of Jushin Thunder Liger. Jaime has tagged himself in here. Jaime wants to go toe-to-toe with Toa. This is going to be a matchup for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Nose to nose, Jaime a little bit taller of the two. Huge forearm shot from Jaime. Headbutt proving ineffective. Jaime should know that by now. Headbutt from Toa proving equally as ineffective. Here we go. They're going to go shoulder to shoulder, meeting in the middle. Neither men backing down. Jaime inviting Toa to bring it to himself. These two men do not care. They will not back down from each other. This is a stare off. Who will blink first? Jaime misses the shot. Toa with the big clothesline. Jaime is stunned. Very few men can do what Toa just did. Jaime looking for the Warhammer. Super kick from Toa, stunning Jaime back into the corner. Toa with the overhand chop. Quick tag into Shean. Double team move here. Shean launched into Jaime. Jaime's not a small man, but he just went up and went down. Beautiful double suplex. Shean into the cover. Jaime getting the shoulder up. Pat with a little bit of a cheap shot. Referee Dan making sure Pat stays out of the ring. Jaime driving Shean into the corner. Huge uppercut. Oh my goodness, you heard that shot from Jaime reverberate around the ring. Tosses Shean down to the mat. That had to drive the wind out of Shean. High knee to the gut. Shean is in danger. Pat tagged in. Double team move here. Cheap shot by Pat. Reversal Irish whip. Huge stinger splash from both men to Shean in the corner. Jaime with the spinning side slam. Pat up on the second rope. The tag team compatibility showcased there. Toa had to break it up there. That could have easily been a 3 count. Double hand choke here by Pat. Referee Dan needs to get him off. Oh my goodness, driving the wind out of Shean with that huge backhand chop. Pat sending Shean into the corner. Shean just crumbling away at this point. You see the tag team chemistry coming into effect again here. These two men know each other so well from their battles against each other. Little bit of confusion there. Jaime the legal man, Pat not able to make that pin. Referee Dan having words with Toa after he breaks the pin up again. Toa needs to be careful not to get disqualified here. Jaime is the legal man in the ring. Shean desperately needs to tag into Toa. Jaime spotted Shean. He's caught him. He's stopped the tag out attempt. Oh my goodness. Huge backdrop suplex by Jaime. Jaime, wise move, dragging Shean back into his corner. Tag into Pat. What's Pat got here? Red chinlock applied, manhandling. Shean just really trying to wear down Tohi here. A crowd in here in Mangere trying to will Shean back into this matchup. Pat's just draining him of all of his energy. Oh my god, what a shot across the back. There we go. Shean looking for a sleeper hold. Pat, looking for a sleeper hold. Shean dropped him into the backdrop suplex. Shean's starting to feel it. He needs to make that tag. Toa encouraging him in the corner. Pat sees the danger. He's tagged in Jaime. He was too late. Here comes Toa. The young man from Australia. Jaime misses the shot. Toa, Samoan drop. This is where Toa can turn it around. He needs to capitalize. He needs to keep that momentum strong. He sends Pat into the other corner. Huge splash to Pat. Huge splash to Jaime. He needs to keep this momentum up. Both men seated. Here we go. Huge hip attack from Toa. He's got a smile on his face. He's going to love this one. Oh, and he's missed. Pat has moved out of the way. Referee Dan needs to get control of this. I don't believe Pat's the legal man. I believe Jaime is. Pat's in the wrong corner. He's going to the top. Referee Dan needs to take control. This match is falling apart. Pat with a big splash. Jaime into the cover. Toa kicks out. Where is he finding this? Jaime dictating the pace now, indicating Pat needs to get back to his corner. Jaime has Toa up on the shoulders. Toa slides off the back, pushes Jaime into Pat. Tag into Shean, who's back on his corner. Jaime's being measured. He has no idea. Double spear. Oh my goodness, what just happened? Toa and Shean. You hear the ovation. Toa and Shean Tohi have just catapulted themselves onto a brand new level here at Tamashii tonight. Mangere appreciative of their efforts. What a huge win. Referee Dan still trying to get Pat off that corner post. What a gigantic win here for these two young men here at Tamashii tonight. They've just beaten two of the best New Zealand has to offer in Pat and Jaime. Congratulations, Sean. Congratulations, Toa. You've just reached a brand new level, boys. Sean Tohi definitely feeling the crowd here tonight in Mangere. Excited to see what happens for that young man in his future here.
How was that? Can we get some spirit fingers for Pat, please? Who is up with it? Yeah. Thoughts and prayers for Pat, please. Yeah, that would be nice.
The call for getting Pat some ginger nuts from the crowd.
Yeah, we've got two more matches, guys. So we're coming on to our co-main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit, and it is for the IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. And referee judge, Lord Morgan.
Referee Lloyd in charge for this gigantic matchup for the IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, this is James Shaw, the divine savior of New Zealand wrestling. This is a man I've known for an extremely long time. One of the most prolific champions New Zealand has ever produced. 38 championships to James Shaw's name. Considered by many to be the greatest wrestler in New Zealand today. Easily at least the most prolific. James Shaw making his third Tamashii appearance here tonight. He debuted at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Oceania Cup. His second appearance was against his opponent tonight at New Year's Showdown. He is currently undefeated thus far in New Japan Tamashii. He has made no friends here tonight in Mangere. And here comes the challenger. Considered by many to be a gatekeeper for the New Zealand dojo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Toothless, Nico and Tom Fale. This is the young man I've also had the pleasure of seeing come up on the New Zealand scene. He then began training at the Fale dojo back in February 2022. He is now considered a key member of the Lions Den and the Tamashii rosters. He's paved the way for Christchurch wrestlers at the Fale dojo, inspiring talents like the Ungrateful ones, and is considered to be the leader of a new generation of the dojo's young lions.
The following contest is for the IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, in the red corner, weighing in at 96 kilograms, from Ungrateful, Christchurch, Aotearoa, Toothless, Nico,
Mangere are feeling Nico Bell tonight.
And his opponent, in the blue corner, he is the reigning, defending IPW New Zealand
James Shaw has to be careful of what he says to this crowd in Mangere. Referee Lloyd might want to get a handle on James Shaw here. We might have a riot on our hands. James Shaw comes from one of the best wrestling pedigrees in New Zealand. His father, Alan Shaw, has been his manager for a long time. His sister, also known as Sister Olivia, the former Dahlia Black, well known for her time in the UK. These two have traded barbs since their last encounter in Tamashii. James shocking a lot of people. Nico was definitely the favourite heading into that matchup. They now meet again tonight with the IPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship on the line. Arguably one of the greatest prizes in New Zealand wrestling. This is a championship James Shaw has held several times over in his career. I believe Nico has challenged for it in the past with no success. But tonight Nico is focused. He is dead set on avenging that loss to James Shaw at the last Tamashii show. Lock up to start. Aggressive lock up. Both men jostling for position. James taking the early advantage, pushing Nico into the corner. Nico releasing the hold. James showing the disrespect. Nico with the quick left jab. James Shaw is a master of the mind games. He will use the gift of word. Missed drop kick. Huge elbow drop for Nico to start this matchup. James loves trying to get into his opponent's heads. For this matchup, it might have just fired up Nico Bell. We will see. Can Nico Bell upset James Shaw and walk away as the new New Zealand heavyweight champion? Another quick jab from Nico. Corner to corner. Nico had James scouted. Oh my goodness! James just ripping Nico off that second turnbuckle. Nico crashing to the mat. Shotgun drop kick connects this time. James praying to the divine light of which he claims to be the savior. James Shaw promised that if Nico were to touch the championship, his skin would boil and James would scatter his ashes to the wind. Beautiful scoop slam there from Shaw. James not going for a cover. Bringing Nico to his feet by his head of hair. Referee Lloyd, he's got to get in there and get James Shaw off Nico's hair. James Shaw with the overhand chop. He's all smiles now. He's in control. He's exactly where he expects to be. Nico following James corner to corner. Grabs the boot. Left jab. Nico's starting to rain the shots now. He's starting to turn that momentum. Nico with the float over. James misses the follow-up charge. Nico climbing to the top rope. James falling to his knees. Sunset roll up. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. This is where Nico needs to be smart. He needs to keep on James Shaw. Keep building that momentum. Looking for a bulldog. James reverses. Whether by design or by accident, that corner turnbuckle has come off. James Shaw smiling. Showing his praises to the divine light. He believes the way of this match to be divine intervention for himself. Huge shot across the back. James playing with his teeth there a lot. Nico did promise to snatch a bunch of James Shaw's teeth in his effort to win the championship here tonight. James Shaw may be in need of dental work of his own after this matchup. Beautiful suplex. You can hear the groans of the air just being driven out of Nico's midsection. He's going to have to rally somehow if he wants to win the championship tonight. The Tamashii faithful here, Mangere, trying to will Nico back into the match. Backslide pin. James just gets the shoulder up. The timekeeper call has gone out. James is in firm control again. A slow, almost lazy cover here by Shaw. James Shaw thinking it may have been a 3 count. Shaw may need to stop jaw-jacking here with the crowd. May need to focus a little bit more on his opponent. Fireman's carry from Shaw. He'll be looking for that Death Valley driver. Nico rolled through. James called the boot. Step up Enziguri. Slingshot. Takes out Shaw at the ringside area. Nico's got to build that momentum. He got cut off by a high elbow by Shaw, who crawls into the ring. Nico heading to the top rope again. He is stalking Shaw, who does not seem to be aware where Nico is currently. Nico jumps over, rolls through. Oh, this is brilliant from Nico. Feigning the injury to the knee. James will believe he's got blood in the water. See, this might be James's downfall. Nico feigning the leg injury. James Shaw thanking the divine light. James Shaw has a hold of the apparently sore leg. Looking for the figure 4. Nico's rolled him up. Almost had him there. Big bulldog, center of the ring. Nico could do it here. James Shaw just rolls up the shoulder. James Shaw's resilience on display. This is why he has held 38 championships in his career. Nico maybe looking for his claymore here. James turns around. Claymore is missed. Cutter! Cutter! 1, 2. Oh my God! Nico is just cut out of the cutter, kicked out of the cutter. James Shaw is put away. Man after man after man with that move. I can count on my fingers the amount of people that have kicked out of that cutter from James Shaw. Nico has to dig down deep. He has to find something deep inside to walk away with this championship. James Shaw calling for the end. He's got Nico up high. Claymore! Claymore! Can he get to the cover? Shaw rolls out of the ring. The championship was there in Nico's grasp. He just needed to crawl to that cover. The weight of that situation is not lost on Nico. You can see it etched in his face. He's got to get Shaw in that ring. Championship will not change hands on a count-out victory. A win here would catapult Nico to a stratosphere unlike no other. Something he can only dream of. Greatness for Nico Bell is at his fingertips. He just needs to get Shaw into that ring. The crowd in Mangere, some of them are here on their feet. They are watching. They are willing for this to happen. Nico smartly breaking up the count. He needs more time to get the heavier opponent, James Shaw, into the ring. He rolls Shaw in. He's got to capitalize here. What happened there? Shaw distracted referee Lloyd. Low blow. Feet on the ropes, Lloyd. Shaw has stolen another one. Lloyd was distracted. Referee Lloyd distracted. Missed the low blow attempt. Did not see Shaw's feet on the ropes. This is what has made James Shaw so successful.
Here's your winner, and still the NJPW New Zealand Heavyweight Champion, the Divine One, James Shaw!
James Shaw still undefeated here in New Japan Tamashii. By hell, by high water, the Divine One remains victorious. He's a brave man walking into this crowd here in Mangere after that cheap victory. A victory nonetheless. James Shaw recoiling from the crowd here in Mangere. Like a rich man to a leper. Nico Bell has to be absolutely heartbroken. He had greatness. He had a new level to his game in his fingertips. It was his for the taking. The crowd in Mangere showing appreciation for Nico. This guy deserves all the flowers in the world. An absolute warrior is Nico Bell. An absolute credit to the New Zealand dojo.
This is our main event of the evening.
Anyone in New Zealand, anyone in Australia, anyone in the world, they can get the smoke. Step up. I dare you to step up to the pretty boys. Just know, you're gonna get stepped on, boy.
All you losers out there, all those tag teams, America, Australia, New Zealand, we right here. Come get some, bitch.
Oi, pretty boys. We heard what you had to say back in January. Your little name drops, your call-outs, and quite frankly, it made us sick. You're forgetting the fact that you've got a couple of Ungrateful ones right here in South Auckland, ready to put the two of you in your place.
We've had our battles against you guys, you know. Everyone knows this, but the battle we haven't had is the one on the big stage. the one at Tamashii. You'll see what happens when you step in the ring on the big stage with the Ungrateful ones.
Ungrateful ones, ungrateful ones. When will you ever learn?
You guys are not even on our level. You're not even close. You guys are like losers.
Pretty Rich keeps talking about how pretty he is. Magic Mark keeps talking about how magic he is. Well, guess what, Mark? How magic did you feel when I was choking you out with your smelling flag, hey?
Pretty boys, we accepted your challenge, and you responded with jokes. Which is fitting, because the two of you are a couple of jokes. The only reason you two want to be at the top of the mountain is so you can look down on all the rest of us who are actually fighting to get to that position, while the two of you would just had it handed to you.
For 8 freaking years, we've humbled ourselves. We never said anything. Not a word. Day one, nothing's given to us. We had to scratch and we had to claw to get our position. You two are first, and once we're done with you two twats, we're gonna come for everyone out there. Every single one.
You forgot who we are, boys. But come March 29th, you'll know exactly who the hell we are. And you two can consider us ungrateful for that.
This is the heavyweight tag team match scheduled for one fall. With a 30-minute time limit and your referee in charge, Lloyd Morgan.
Lloyd Morgan calling the main event here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Ungrateful Ones. Trent Hooper and TJ. They first started tag teaming together in August of 2023. They faced teams like the Natural Classics and Velocities. They initially lost to the Pretty Boys quite often, but they have adapted over time, securing victories over the Pretty Boys in both tag team and singles matches. In fact, Pretty Richie and TJ recently faced each other in singles action at Lions Den in February. Trent Hooper has also found some success on the local level here in New Zealand in Aotearoa. The Ungrateful Ones are here with the flag that they used to choke out Magic Mike. These two are aggressive. They are arrogant. They are smash mouth style. They are Ungrateful Ones. And the crowd here in Mangere have come to their feet for the Pretty Boys. The two veterans of the New Zealand dojo, the Pretty Boys, are here. These two formed their tag team back in January 2024, which is where they began their feud with the Ungrateful Ones. They have faced the likes of the Rogue Army. They lost to Bad Luck Fale and Caveman Oog, but they defeated Fale and Jack Bonza in Christchurch in 2024. They are the New Zealand dojo's longest serving senior senpais. Magic Mike and Pretty Richie are here Two men full of power, full of charisma. They will slap the taste out of your mouth with a smile on their face. These two teams right here are part of the New Zealand Dojo's history of refining teams such as the Natural Classics and producing quality teams like Young Blood and Jungle Fury. These two teams are so important to the New Zealand Dojo and New Japan Tamashii as a whole. These four men are brimming with potential. We're about to see premier tag team action here tonight in Mangere. These two have insane tag team chemistry together, a unique connection with the fans here in Aotearoa. While the Ungrateful Ones regroup ringside, they continue to look on unimpressed. Trent Hooper seemingly beside himself at the pomp and circumstance here. The time for words are over, ladies and gentlemen. The time for fists is now.
The team of TJ, Isles, and Trent Hooper. The Ungrateful One.
I cannot underestimate to you how important these four gentlemen are.
The team of
Mark showcasing his nimbleness there, I guess. Oh, and they're taking full advantage. The Ungrateful Ones taking the fight to the Pretty Boys early. Referee Lloyd calling for the bell to start. Double cross body caught. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Pretty Boys trying to one-up each other here now, ringside. Referee Lloyd desperately trying to get both teams into the ring to start this match off correctly. He's got a hell of a job on his hands tonight. The crowd's asking for one more. The Pretty Boys, not a big fan of it. I wouldn't even know what to call that. So it appears in the ring starting off we have TJ beginning with Richie there. Oh my goodness, just showcasing his strength. Pretty Rich tossing TJ corner to corner pretty much. TJ may regret his actions. Rich inviting the overhand slaps to no effect. Huge chop. Oh my goodness. TJ's just going to get tossed around like he is nothing. This is what the Pretty Boys are all about. Power on display. Oh my goodness! Absolutely launched! First cover of the matchup. Magic Mark working away now on TJ. Mark is someone I've known for a very long time. He is someone who has been a bit of a journeyman around New Zealand wrestling. He's wrestled under different names, different gimmicks. Ladies and gentlemen, I can honestly tell you that this is the most comfortable I think I've ever seen Magic Mark in a ring. In this tag team alongside Pretty Rich. Beautiful! Oh my goodness! Armbar locked in, working that shoulder. Trent Hooper, who has found some success. He has been a champion here on the local New Zealand scene. Mark wearing down the shoulder joints. It's got to let go before the count of 5. Referee Lloyd making that very, very clear. That is what the Pretty Boys are all about. They are flamboyant. They love it. The crowd love it. Boomfa! Big shots here from Mark. Trent is getting no hitting here underway in this match. Tag into Pretty Rich. Oh, what goes up must go down. Trent definitely went down then. Rich making a third attempt at a pin. Referee Lloyd in perfect position. This has been all Pretty Boys from the get-go. The Ungrateful ones started off quick. And maybe to their detriment. They may have just ended up angering Rich and Mark. Oh, eye gouge. Here we go, stunning to the bigger man. TJ in the ring. Trent with a cheap shot to Mark. Ungrateful ones. Double Irish whip. Double drop kick, taking the bigger man off their feet. Rich powers out. TJ frustrated, understandably so. Check out the chest area of TJ right now. Oh my goodness, the aggression here. TJ with those big shots across the upper back of Rich. There we go, aggressive. This is what they are all about. They don't care if it's pretty. They don't care if the crowd like it. They don't care if their opponents like it. The Ungrateful ones are out to hurt people, and they are showcasing that now. Rapid tags, keeping the pressure on Rich. Wearing down the bigger man. This is a good game plan. Oh boy. TJ's ringside with that famous flag in hand. Referee Lloyd! Turn around, Lloyd! Rich being choked out with the flag again. Oh, close 2 count there from Hooper. Hooper's struggling to get that huge tree trunk-like leg in for the pin. It wasn't enough. Hooper with the corner choke. Referee Lloyd pulling him off. Another tag from the Ungrateful ones. TJ in. His chest has got to be killing him. It's so inflamed at this point. You go TJ with a backhand chop of his own. Wearing down that huge chest of Pretty Rich. Big kick out by Rich. TJ has trained at the New Zealand dojo since September of 2022. Considered to be a key member of both the Lion's Den and the Tamashii roster. Trent calls himself the LeBron of New Zealand wrestling. Here we go. Uranagi. Rich has to either get to a pinning position or get to the corner to tag in Mark here. He's rolling for the tag. Hooper is also rolling. TJ not in the corner because he's busy pulling Mark out of the way. Rich needed to take advantage there. There was nobody home. Hooper with the high elbow to the corner, taking out the big man. Double team move here. Suplex into the slam. Rich just managing to get the shoulder up. Those kickouts, they're starting to look weaker and weaker. TJ and Trent need to keep doing what they're doing. Raining down those forearm shots. Wearing the big man down is exactly the game plan that is required here. They know that. Rear chin lock applied. Rich looks out on his feet. Referee Lloyd checking if Rich is even out. That's two. No, Rich saved it. The crowd's waking him up. Pretty Rich feeding off this crowd here in the Mangere Art Center. Oh, TJ just cuts it off. Was that the last gasp from Pretty Rich? Can the Ungrateful Ones capitalize? Can they cash in on all the talking they've been doing over the last year? Double Irish whip. Looking for the big clothesline. Rich bursts through. Big double clothesline from the big man. Get to the corner, Rich. Magic Mark is ringside. He is begging to be tagged in. Magic Mark is tagged in. Boom. Boom. Big kick by TJ. Trying to cut off the momentum of Mark. He may have done so. Mark with the cartwheel. Roll through. Big shoulder block. Mark off the ropes. Beautiful white Russian leg sweep. Cover. Hooper kicks out. Up on the shoulders. What are we going to see here? No. Hooper off. Big jumping knees. Caught Mark in the face. Here comes TJ. Can the Ungrateful Ones wrap this up now? What are they going to do here? Trying to get the big man off his feet. Mark with the elbow. High knee to TJ. Mark sends Hooper over the top rope. Mark needs to be aware TJ is the legal man. Super kick. Straight to the jaw. That could be it. Was that two? Referee Lloyd calling that a 2. That was the closest 2 I've ever seen. That looked like a 3. But Referee Lloyd, the seasoned referee, making the call there. That super kick was absolutely brutal. TJ doing something we don't see from him too often, going to the top rope. Mark has cut him off. Oh, another chop to that already beaten chest section of TJ. These two exchanging shots. TJ's got to get off there. Mark to the second rope with such speed. Uh-oh. He's got him hooked on the second rope. Superplex! You can see TJ gripping at his lower back. Both men are down. Who can capitalize? Who can get on top here and regain control? Mark tags in pretty rich. In comes Trent. I don't know if this is wise from Trent, trading shots with a man like Pretty Rich. Big boot from Trent. Shot returned. Follow-up chop. Oh no! Big lariat! Rich is calling for the end! He's got Trent up! Trent slips out the back! Big elbow stuns the big man. These two teams have had each other scouted so well all night. Trent on the top rope. What are we going to see? Big cross body! He hits it! Two! Rich rolled the shoulder up! What has Trent got to do to put this big man away? Hooper comes in again. Again, another cheap shot to Magic Mark. The Ungrateful Ones looking for some double team chemistry here. Corner to corner. Followed up with a high shot. What are they looking for here? Double Bulldog! And it hits! Uh-oh. Rich is up on his feet. The Ungrateful Ones have no idea. Turn around, boys! Crossbody attempt caught! Swings him like a weapon! Fall away slam! TJ just rolls the shoulder up. What do the pretty boys have here? I think they've called for it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the finishing maneuver that they have been so successful with in the past. Oh no! That was the Oreo attempt and they've missed. The Ungrateful Ones, double drop kick. Double clothesline to the corner from the Ungrateful Ones. They're building that momentum back. The momentum in this match has been back and forth. A statement to how well these teams know each other. Double Oreo! Fireman's carry on Magic Mark. F5! Cover! The Pretty Boys walk away victorious! What a matchup.
Let's kick off Vinny, Cian, and
The Pretty Boys have reclaimed their flag and have firmly stamped themselves as the premier tag team in this rivalry. This match was back and forth. It was hard-hitting. A statement to how well these teams know each other. A statement to how well they work together. In the end, the Pretty Boys walk away victorious, but take nothing away from the Ungrateful Ones. They were game for the majority of this matchup.
Roman acknowledges. Acknowledges. Look at someone play too. Let him make that little more.
Well. When it's all said and done, all the trash talking, and here we are. This is an open invitation to anyone out there. America, Japan, Australia, and our very own homegrown Aotearoa. We're right here, and if you want some, come get some.
Huge challenge thrown down by the Pretty Boys. Come one, come all.
What he said.
What a fantastic showing here by the Pretty Boys. The old guard of the New Zealand dojo, putting the youngsters, the ambitious youngsters in their place, at least for now. I have a feeling that there'll be more to this story written in the future, but for now, the Pretty Boys are on top. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night this has been in Mangere for New Japan Tamashii. A great night of action. Join us for the next one. My name is Cam Corbin. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Join us next time to see the very best of Aotearoa and Polynesia, where Japanese strong style clashes with the fighting spirit of the South Pacific, right here in New Japan Tamashii.